AJ, what if I told you that Nintendo are releasing 11 free updates for Switch 1 games on release of Switch 2?
I wouldn't believe you because it's Nintendo and drop the price.
Oh, well, we knew that they were going to do free updates on selected Switch 1 games, but I wasn't actually expecting them to be on day one.
No, I didn't think it'd be day one. And like you, we were both kind of talking before this announcement this morning.
Yes.
About being concerned about, it's actually not a huge amount new.
Yes.
Day one from Nintendo. There's a lot of third party stuff.
Yep.
But day one from Nintendo, I was like, I'd like to see more.
Yes.
But we get this announcement today.
We do. So we're going to play a little game where I'm going to look at each game because they've specifically said what's going to happen with each of these Switch 1 games and what they're going to improve upon on Switch 2.
Right.
So we're going to go through each individual game and you're going to guess what they've done.
This is going to be so bad. I love it. Let's go.
Cool. So the first one is everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
51 Worldwide Games. That's the game title.
Yeah, no, I've played that loads.
Oh, have you?
I've only played 49 of them, though.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, you've not lived until you've done the whole thing.
And let me guess, I don't care.
Well, this one, right, gives game share support.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Up to 4 people can play 34 games. What? 34 out of 51? That's a bit odd.
Right.
Well, okay.
Maybe a few of them are just single player games.
Maybe. Shared locally or via online game chat. So
that's really cool, actually.
So game share.
What is 51 games?
It's like looking at it, it's got like Sudoku on it.
Right,
maybe
okay,
chess,
so it's like old people games.
It's for old people.
Right,
That's correct. That's why no one knows what it is.
They can play online with each other via game chat. I quite like that.
But for free. So like if someone owns the game, so if I owned the game, right, because I totally own 51 Worldwide Games.
Oh, you only own 34 of them?
Yes, but only 34. But if I own the game, you can be here, like an hour away from me, and play with me with up to 2 other people with only one person owning the copy of the game.
That's really sweet.
And then via game chat, we can all see each other's screen so we can cheat.
You don't... Is this something they're going to roll out for all of them then, do you think?
Well, we'll see. Because
this is the game, isn't it?
This is the game. You've got to guess.
I wish we had like quiz show music
yes,
for this.
Yeah. Should we go to the next one?
Yeah.
The next one's everyone's favorite, and I genuinely want to get a copy of this game just because I've never played it. Because when it launched, I was like, "This looks a bit rubbish," doesn't it? And that's everyone's favorite, ARMZ.
I don't even know what ARMZ is.
Do you not know what ARMZ is?
I mean, I've got ARMZ.
Okay,
but I don't know what
ARMZ was the really weird Switch 1 boxing game where they've got like slinkies as arms, and you literally've got a you remember Stretch Armstrong? Yeah, it's like that. You've got to Stretch Armstrong and punch people. It's kind of stupid, but it does genuinely look quite fun.
Yeah, okay.
Never played it.
Never played it.
Don't own this one. Okay, so with this one, guess what they're going to add.
They're going to add mobile arm support. No?
Any other guesses?
Let me guess. You can play via game chat?
No.
Oh, that's disappointing.
That is a bit disappointing because this is a multiplayer game. Yeah, okay. So a little bit sad about that one. Instead, we've got a visual improvement on this one. Okay, so optimized for the Nintendo Switch 2 display and high-resolution TVs for improved image quality.
Nice.
That's 1 out of 3 things they're doing with this title. The next one is frame rate, optimized for Switch 2 for smoother movement, even when playing with 3 or more players.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah,
that's
cool.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And the next one, which I'm a little bit sad that this isn't just across the board here, is HDR support.
Oh, yeah. I kind of thought all games would have HDR support.
It's going to have to be implemented,
yeah,
isn't
of course
it?
it is.
Yeah.
Kind of naively think that, it's HDR monitor. There we go.
No, so games that don't have an HDR implemented, I mean, we might even see native Switch 2 games that don't support HDR. Just think about that for a second.
I doubt we'll see anything from Nintendo.
Oh, no, Nintendo will absolutely have it, but third party, you just don't know. Okay, the next one is another, big favorite of everyone's. Big Brain Academy, Brain versus Brain.
It may shock you, but I skipped that.
If it was Pinky versus the Brain edition,
then I'll be the Pinky.
I would be in it. What do you think is going to happen on this one?
Do they have like live IQ testing, like Neuralinked?
No, because we know what country is going to win that one on the charts. No, this one has game share support for up to 4 people can play in party mode, shared locally or shared online via game chat.
I love that game chat's becoming way more than I thought it was being.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I genuinely like
and
this
they're
feature.
Implementing it on like popular Switch 1 games retrospectively.
Yes, yeah. Like I think this is going to be big because
Yeah.
only one person needs the game. That's brilliant.
It's really cool.
And you don't even have to be local. It's via online.
It feels like it's going to be a theme in these games.
Yeah.
And it's awesome to see Nintendo leaning, I've said it before, that leaning into the social side of it. The thing that's always been missing is that lack of like social part of multiplayer gaming.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
It used to be so beautiful, sit next to each other on a couch, you'd hang out, go around to your mate's house, you'd play games together.
Yes.
It's cool that they're implementing that.
Yeah, they're bringing it back in force.
Yeah.
Next one, which is genuinely a good game, but I don't have the Switch edition. I've got it on the 3DS.
Wow.
Which is called Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
Again, are there any of these games ones we know?
Yeah, this one is actually a good game. I don't think it did overly well because it was a dual release 3DS/Switch. I think it was right at the start of the Switch launch, and it kind of got overlooked.
Passed me by entirely.
It's actually fun, and it was multiplayer. At launch. It's an isometric view where you're on a floating cube in space, and you're a toad, and with another person, whatever. What's that painter that does like the like odd abstract?
Escher.
Yeah.
MC Escher.
Yes. Yeah. So it's kind of like that, but you're toad, and you've got to go through and do puzzles.
Oh, I think I do know the one you mean. Actually, you said that.
It's genuinely good. Like I actually think it's fun.
I just thought it was a DS game.
No, well, yeah, it's both. So with this one, what do you think they're going to do?
Well, it's got to be game chat, isn't it?
You're right.
Yeah.
You're actually right on this one. Game share support. 2 people can play all of the courses shared locally or shared online via game chat.
It's so cool.
Really,
love it. All right,
really cool. There's 2 more though.
Oh.
There's 2 more.
Visual fidelity.
Absolutely, yeah. There's a spelling mistake on the Nintendo website.
Of course there is.
It's optimized. It's not optimized. It's double O here. So we've got optimized for the Nintendo Switch display and high-resolution TVs for improved image quality. And then the next one's HDR support, which is cool.
Wow. Okay.
Another fan favorite, I actually think people love this, but I've never played it. I don't really care for it myself, is Game Builder Garage. Or Garage, if you want.
No,
not really fast.
No.
This is an odd one. Okay, I'll let you guess this. This is one that we've not seen yet as an upgrade.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have no idea. No.
Oh, I've just actually read it. This one supports mouse mode.
They've retrospectively put mouse mode in a game.
Yeah, because Game Builder Garage is literally like you build your own game.
Yeah.
So having a mouse control will make this far more easy to build your levels and design on there.
Oh, I think this is genuinely kind of excited by what this means.
I didn't know they would put mouse mode in Switch 1 games.
Yes, where my head's at is like, what's this mean?
Yeah, it means that anything could get it.
But it means it's far easier to implement than we thought.
Yeah.
Like it is just a pointer input.
It's just a controller input, yeah. It's not having to be like on a game level, I guess. Maybe.
It makes sense.
Yeah, that's really cool. Like, I didn't know that.
Well, it just opens I'm just excited now because it opens the door to way more.
Yeah.
From the previous generations.
Yeah, I thought on Switch 1 games we would literally just get a visual improvement.
Yeah, it'd just be a high resolution.
Yeah. I didn't even expect,
I didn't expect HDR.
Didn't expect HDR.
Maybe like a natural bump in frame rates just because of the higher specs of the hardware, but not actually on a game level.
Per game basis, yeah.
Yeah, and I definitely didn't expect like updates to like pointer inputs and stuff.
I didn't even expect game share on Switch 1 titles.
No way.
I thought it would be a Switch 2 only thing.
Because it'll have to be implemented.
And if I said it or not, I'm not too sure. A visual improvement as well on that one, which is cool. The next one, which is Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. So we're getting into the good stuff now.
Yeah, okay.
Massive changes on this one.
Yeah.
Not really. No.
Visual improvements.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you're getting.
Next.
Okay. This one, we've all been dying to hear what's going on with this one. Okay.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
is it the game that never works?
Yes.
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yes. There's one omission here which I'm genuinely sad about, but we'll go over that in a second. There's two changes here.
Now, did Scarlet? I never played it because you told me it was so broken.
Yeah.
So
Remember, I
just
streamed
didn't
it.
Yeah,
launch,
I do.
And I was laughing at how potato it was.
Wasn't Scarlet and Violet the one you could multiplayer?
Yeah.
Like you could co-op it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Have they put game chat?
Nope. Because
why?
Because you can't multiplayer on one game. To multiplayer, you both have to have a copy of the game.
I know, I get it. I suppose I get it, but it seems like such an open goal.
It does, yeah, but I mean, it's Pokemon. They want to charge you twice.
Yeah, do you know what? If you did game share, they'd probably sue Nintendo for copyright.
Yeah. Even though they like co-own it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Okay, so with this one, we've got two of the same things going on.
Right.
And it's the only game we've come across so far that's actually had a separate bullet point for this one specific thing because it's so bad.
Frame rates.
Yes.
It's got to
There's
be.
literally a point called frame rate improved for smoother movement on Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, that just means it's not 10 FPS anymore.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
We're now getting 20 FPS.
Yeah. Well, it's doubled.
I genuinely wonder what the frame rate's going to be. I would love it to be 60. I can't actually imagine that. But it should do. If supposedly, according to NVIDIA, we've got a 10x performance increase.
Just as a tangent, do you think Pokemon should go back to a more like a 2.5D almost isometric
I know what
thing?
you're saying. You're only saying that because you know that Game Freak can make good games when they're 2.5D.
Yeah.
I think,
and I've seen some really good modern takes on 2.5D.
Yes. Whilst I agree with that, I don't agree with it because I think what they're trying to do is correct. I just think Game Freak are not the people that should be doing it.
I think different companies.
Monolith Soft. The people that make Xenoblade.
Yeah.
Absolutely them.
Yeah.
Like, screw Game Freak. Like, they can be there on the side. You know, they can just throw up cards like, do this or whatever. But Monolith Soft, get them in. Nintendo own them now.
Yeah.
So let them do it because they know how to make 3D games.
It was just a tangent.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, thought.
Right, the next one is, of course, visual improvements.
Oh, God,
optimized for
so
Nintendo
needed.
Switch 2. Yes, because it's bad.
The cool thing is that it's not cool. I guess it is a cool thing. Like, if you've already got it and it bugged you that it was so bad, it's a free upgrade, which is cool. It's kind of against the grain of all the things we're hearing about this generation of Nintendo being money grabbing. It's genuinely because they didn't have to.
No, and Pokemon like to charge you for anything possible. So I'm surprised this is not a paid upgrade just to get it running. But I would love to see whether it is just a stable 30 FPS now, or if it is a 60. Please be 60.
It's got to be punching 60.
Please 60. I don't know. We'll have to find out. But anything's better than what it is now, which is totally sub 30. It is around the mid to low 20s for sure.
Yeah.
I wonder if they've increased the pop-in rate because when they released the game, the pop-in was so bad and the frame rate was so bad, they actually lowered it, made it worse to improve performance. Wow. So Pokemon draw distance became less before you could see them.
So just appear next to you.
Basically, yeah. So that's that
horror Pokemon.
But I genuinely love the game. I stopped playing it because of the performance issues.
Yeah.
I'm going to play it again with my wife, like when we get our Switch 2s. Okay, next one. Love this game. Genuinely really enjoy this one. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury.
Oh wow, yeah.
This actually has a stack of stuff. This has got the most upgrades yet from what we've seen on this list. So, can you guess? There's 4.
4. Graphics, frame rate, game share, and free mushrooms for all.
Oh, you're so close to getting all 4. Go on, one more guess on the last one.
I don't know what the last one could be.
On.
I don't know.
Oh, okay, fine. You were right. We've got visuals.
Yeah.
So optimized for the Switch 2 display and higher resolution.
HDR.
Yeah, there we go. So visual improvement. We've got frame rate improved for smoother movement, including Bowser's Fury.
Yes.
HDR support.
Yeah.
But I am noticing on all of these HDR supports, there's different asterisks. How do you say that? On the end of it. So on one of the games we saw a minute ago had 3. On this one, it's got 2.
I think there's going to be one caveat is they're going to have to put 4 compliant displays for when you're playing in TV mode. They put that on everything with HDR. Have you noticed that VRR I know we talked about it before, but it has disappeared, and it's disappeared for good.
Yes.
It's gone from TVs now.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah.
Right, so HDR's got 2 asterisks on this one. And then the next one is game share compatibility. Up to 4 people can play Super Mario 3D World, full stop. In Bowser's Fury, 2 people can play together. So 4 people in the main game, 2 people in the DLC side, with one player controlling Mario and the other controlling Bowser Jr., share locally or online via game chat.
I love that you can have co-op online with these games. It's so cool.
Yes.
It's what I love.
Brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So that one's got a whole host of improvements
really cool.
for free, which is wicked. I mean, you would expect that because Super Mario 3D World was a Wii U game.
Yeah.
Then they like rejigged it for Switch and included Bowser's Fury, which I genuinely recommend anyone that likes Mario games. Play this one if you've not. It's one of my favorites. It's really good.
The awesome thing with this is, and we said it recently with like the Zelda games, you can just buy second-hand versions of the Switch 1 games now. It's kind of a bit of advice.
Yes.
And then you're going to get free upgrades.
Yep.
It's just like such a win.
Yes, it totally
what's
is.
that game going to be second-hand? Like £20, probably 30 quid maybe?
I don't know. It's an actual Nintendo title.
Yeah, Nintendo wants to hold their price.
So it would be a bit more. But it was
Zelda's still £40 second-hand.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. Okay, next up, we've got a big one now. Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh, such a good game.
Yes.
Now, you're going to have co-op on this for game share.
Wow.
Because there's Cappy, isn't there?
Yes, indeed. What else?
Frame rates.
No.
No. Wow.
Because this is what's confusing here, because we've seen on some titles it says visual improvement.
Yeah.
Which I imagine is just a resolution increase.
Yeah, it's going to be, yeah.
Other ones specifically say frame rate.
Yes.
But this one doesn't. This one just says visual improvements optimized for Switch 2 displays and higher resolution TVs for improved image quality, not frame rate. The next one is HDR support, double asterisks.
Wow.
And then we've got game share support. 2 people can play together with one controlling Mario and the other
I'll be honest, it was a long time ago that I played that game and I didn't play a huge amount of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I only played it handheld as well. And I did play on the TV. I'll be honest, I didn't notice any performance issues at all when
I think it runs exceptionally well.
You probably get away with like the not having the frame rate thing on that.
It's that whole thing of like the small zone thing.
Yes.
Like why Metroid Prime works so well. And if I'm honest, I say I've never played it. I bought it at launch.
Yeah.
And I did play it like for the first maybe hour or 2.
Yeah.
And then I put it down, and to me that's I've never played it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm actually going to play it.
I did on
Switch 2.
A game reviewer. I was going to name a publication, but we're getting in trouble now.
Uh-oh.
I did a game review thing like, I've totally played that 2 hours.
You looked at the box. Yeah, cool. So shared locally or online for the game share, which is wicked.
And one person's Cappy. And
yeah. So
that's cool.
That's so cool. So games like this where I already own it, and Christina wants to play co-op with me, she could have it on hers and play the second character.
Can you game share from Switch 2 to Switch 1 devices?
Maybe. I don't. No.
Because there's no game chat.
Because it says via game chat.
Yeah. Okay.
So I imagine not. Yeah. No. Next up, we've got The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom.
Never ever played it.
I want to get it because it's the one where you play as Zelda.
Yeah.
And it's in the style of like Link's Awakening kind of thing. Yeah. And I kind of like that. It's recent, isn't it? It's really recent. Yeah, very recent. Shall I just tell you?
Yeah. Okay. Frame rate? No.
No.
Fidelity?
Yep.
What would there be game share in that? I can't imagine anything.
None.
Fidelity only. HDR.
HDR support included with double asterisks and visuals improved for Switch 2 and high res. Nice. Yeah. Next one is one I was just... Oh, this is the next and final. And then we've got the asterisks at the bottom here, which again, there's a mess up. But it's fine. We'll go over that. So the last game on the list is The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening.
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go. What do you reckon's in this one?
Exactly the same as...
Yeah, visual improvement. So, resolution increase and HDR support. Yeah. Now, let's talk about those... oh, my God.
Asterixes.
I'm having trouble saying that. Yeah. I'm thinking of the French comic.
Obelix.
Yeah. So we've got 2 double asterisks is HDR compatible display required when playing on TV. So you're right there again. Yeah. And a single one means game chat welcome offer, because game chat's going to be a paid.
But it's free at the start, isn't it?
It's free until March the 31st next year.
Is it that long?
Yeah, 6 months basically. Well,
wow.
Over that.
Yeah,
over that. Like,
wow.
9
months.
9 month free. So here we go. Game chat welcome offer until March the 31st, 2026. Game chat can be enjoyed for free. Afterwards, a Nintendo Switch Online membership will be required.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Drop the price, I say.
Indeed.
These free upgrades.
I'm really happy to see them coming day one launch of Switch 2.
Yeah, and it goes back to the thing I was saying at the start, that I was concerned that there wasn't enough actually from Nintendo at launch.
Me too.
This solves a lot of the problems that we had with the Switch One, a lot of the kind of friction points we had.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of leveling that specifically at Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Pokemon was the worst offender by far.
And I think it was my second-hand experience of watching you play that that made me go, Switch is toast.
Oh, yeah.
It's done now. We need to move on.
Yeah.
And we did. We moved away from it pretty much
relatively soon after,
The Steam Deck was not long after that,
yes,
was it?
Exactly,
yeah. So it's really exciting to see that they're doing good stuff day one for free.
Yes.
That kind of thanks the early adopters, I think.
Yeah, totally. And it breathes new life into games that I love but couldn't bring myself to play because the performance was so bad.
Scarlet
and Violet is I love the premise of the game. I genuinely enjoyed playing it, but it was only the performance that held me back to the point where I stopped.
Yeah.
Because when you get quite far into the game and stuff starts opening up and you can start flying and getting mounts and stuff, like it just tanks the performance. Like it was like a slideshow. And when I was running on the Switch, what was I running it on?
On the OLED.
I was running it on the OLED and my wife was running it on the Switch Lite.
Oh.
And in some instances, her Switch Lite was outperforming my OLED.
That doesn't even make
sense. It didn't even make sense.
No.
So I was just like, so I'm really excited to jump back into these games that I already own. I don't have to spend any money here.
Yeah.
Like it's a free upgrade. Like that's great.
And I'll go back to that for those of you that maybe you're budget conscious as well and you're like, you've gone all in on the Switch 2, but you can't afford any games and stuff. Go get some secondhand games from the Switch One that are going to be day one upgrades.
Yeah.
Or if you've got the NSO subscription, and you've got like some of them have got the paid Switch 2 versions for free on there.
Mm-hmm.
There's kind of, if you're willing to look, there's value to be had in all these little corners.
Yeah.
It's just really exciting to see.
Yeah, I'm actually really hyped for this.
Let us know down in the comments what you're most hyped for. Which Switch 1 games are you looking forward to playing on the Switch 2?
And what more games will we see getting free upgrades for the Switch 2?
Yeah.
Will we see third-party ones, like other titles getting added to this?
I'm trying to think what else was massively broken.
Most of the things.
Let us know down in the comments down below. Once you're down there digging around, make sure you like the video, subscribe to
become
the channel,
a member.
and become a member.
Yes.
So you can talk to us on the Discord.
Indeed.
So until next time.
Bye.